Hey y'all, it's your girl Kei
What's up? What's up? This is Bree, y'all. We are back in the room.
in the room. I'm cozy in my room.
You are.
You like my shirt? Can you see it? Hold on.
Look, I love
It's my Broke to Rich hoodie
I love it. It's super
and the
cute.
hat. Congratulations to the winner. I hope you enjoy your items.
Wow. Yes. Congratulations and thank you for participating.
Yes. How's your day been? I know it's early, but
Girl, what is it? A little after 11 o'clock. So I was supposed to go to the chiropractor this morning. Didn't make it. We were supposed to record this morning. Didn't make it. But Excedrin got my life together, and I had one session before this recording, and now I'm here.
well, I'm glad you're feeling better. Did you reschedule your chiropractic meeting?
Yes, I will see them this afternoon at 3:45. You know what? They probably tired of my shit
I was
because
like, you did this 2 recordings ago.
exactly. They probably tired of me because
Like,
I'll be like, hey,
no more
I'm gonna
mornings.
be later than planned. I know, but I feel like my day would have been so much more productive by now had I got up and went, but I ain't have it in me.
Got you. That makes sense.
Have
Well,
it.
you look beautiful still.
Oh, you are too kind, girl. I ain't got my lashes done. Look at what's happening.
You
I
look
soaked
good
them
though
off.
without them.
You know what? I soaked them off on Wednesday night, and I was like, I kind of don't want to get them again. But my birthday is coming up, so I was like, well, maybe I do want to be a little extra because I'm going outside. So I don't know. We'll see. Well, if I cancel now, I got to pay half half of the fee. So I'm probably
I
gonna go.
guess you're gonna go get your lashes done. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, you gotta
Tomorrow,
have them for your birthday.
I'm gonna do it, girl. And then after that,
Okay.
I'll probably take a break.
I stopped a few months ago and I have felt great.
See, yeah. And then every time I take them off, I be scared. Like, what if I had no lashes left? But I be
That's
having
what I
some.
say.
I know, but I have some, and I be looking real close. But anyway,
They grow back, and I'm like, I save money, not to be funny, but
no,
it's
for
one of those
real,
save money. So
for real. And half the time,
yeah.
I be having complaints about the girl that I go to. But another topic
we
for
not we gonna talk about that on a different episode. We
yeah.
need to put customer service because that is a problem.
Period.
But we're not doing that today.
Period.
But yes. So 'tis the seasons is what I like
Mhm.
to say.
Mhm.
And I ain't talking about the holidays, but it is cold. It's cuffing season.
It is. It is,
And we've been talking about doing relationship episodes for 15 months and we haven't.
girl. Not one.
So I think we're gonna start with one today and
Okay.
maybe others will follow.
Hmm.
So I know that I have couple clients, like a few couples.
Yeah, I stay away from them.
That's fine. I didn't ask for them, but they happen.
It
Um,
happens, but I just be like, I don't know if I'm ready yet.
I
But
get it.
yeah,
But even if you have individuals, relationships
mhm,
come up
all the time.
all the time. And I've been noticing a theme. From my own dating also. I'm not a dater. I'm just not currently dating. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, we're not talking about me because I'm all over the place.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But from dating, this is what I have picked up on. And I just want to know how you feel about what I'm
Mhm.
about to say. Okay, Bree, I'm trusting you. I trust you with my life. So
Your life,
I
I feel
do trust you with my life.
special.
You are special. Okay. I have found that I feel like
I feel
people,
like
I
I'm glad I'm
feel,
not the only person that say that.
I feel like people, the harsh reality is that most people are not the partner that they desire. That's what I've been finding.
Ooh.
And that's not negative. Like, I'm not like bashing, I'm just saying in general, like, not from a
Mhm.
judgment, but a lot of the things that a person wants or claims to want or desire in
Mhm.
a partner,
Yeah.
they they don't really how do I want to say this? They either don't possess those qualities or they don't
Mhm.
possess them at the level that they think they do. So they have over exaggerated their talents or skills. Let me say that. And I ain't talking about sex because that's what it sounded like when I said
It
that. But
did, because that is exactly what my
that's a
brain
different
was.
topic. We can have that on a whole different episode.
Talents
But
and skills. Okay.
yeah, so like kind of like you have over pumped yourself up. Like, that's what I just mean. And so in your mind, you're better at this than you actually are. And so I think that that's why a lot of people are just not the partner that they actually desire. Why are you looking at me like that?
A lot of people are not the partner that they desire.
So here's an example. This is a random example, not like anybody's story, but like I hear people a lot say, I need a partner that can communicate well, but they can't communicate. So who the hell your partner talking to? That's all I'm trying to figure out. Like, you can't communicate, or you think you're better at it, because I think people misinterpret talking for communicating effectively.
Sure.
So that's what I mean. But you're looking for that in a partner. And so I feel like when we start dating, people are not as self-aware. There we go. There's a word. They're not as self-aware of themselves and how they show up. And so when you start dating other people, you don't realize how you show up impacts how they show up and like what you're getting.
Okay.
So like if you want somebody to be direct with you, but you beat around the bush all the time, you have to understand that you're creating a foundation with this person. So if you beat around the bush all the time, that person may assume, and I'm not saying assuming is right, but they may assume that you're not a person who can handle directness because you're not direct, right? And so I feel like that is one of the bigger problems in dating that I'm coming across from hearing people complain, whether they're talking to me, actually complaining, writing on social media complaining, whether they're clients, whether it's me reflecting on people I talk to or have dated and just realizing like, what the fuck, like having that moment, like what the hell is happening here? But in all those situations, I notice most people, not all people, most people are not the partner that they want. And so I think when you're not the person that you want, how do you think you're going to attract that?
But I think you do.
You attract the opposite?
No, I think you do think you'll attract that. And then you'll fuck it up. I think that is deep seated. I have somebody coming to mind, but I think she listens to the podcast sometimes, so I'm not going to say any names. But yeah, like I know someone who talks about, and I've, of course, I've been guilty of this plenty of times, probably even now. But like saying, like, I want somebody who's going to be vulnerable with me, who's going to express how they feel and openly tell me what they want. And you afraid of sounding corny, expressing exactly what you want from this person. So I'm like, girl, what?
Make it make sense.
Exactly. You want it or you don't.
Yeah.
Who cares if you sound corny? Are you expressing to this person what you want from them?
Yes. Okay, that's a good example. Yeah. So you're saying yes, people absolutely think they can get what they want, even if they don't possess it.
Yeah. Hell yeah. And it comes and then you don't take care of it.
How do we get there? I'm really sitting here thinking too, like, okay, I'm growing as a person. So there are things that in my early 20s I probably was doing that I don't do now. And that came with being more comfortable with myself. So I try not to do that. But as we get older, I see some people don't change. Like I feel like some stuff you do grow out of because you're young and you just don't know. You don't have no sense. Let's just be honest. You're learning, and at least in the Black community, relationships are not a topic as far as teaching people how to navigate them from when I was a youth. I'll just say that.
Not at all.
So it's kind of like you figuring it out. So you got to have that little room of error. But once people get older and people start having kids and people have careers and they're looking for marriage, like they're serious and they're still navigating from that space that I don't have to do any work or be any different to get what I want.
It's just going to show up because it's what I want.
Gonna show up. Okay, so I'm always coming for the people. So
always.
This is what I call those people. It's not rude. I call them Jehovah Witness watchers. And what I mean by that is you waiting for somebody to come knock at your door, like Jehovah Witnesses do when they're ministering, and be everything you want, even though you don't even open the door half the time anyway. So let's be honest. But instead of going out and doing the work, you wait for them to just knock at your door and be like, hey, here I am. Perfect. Amazon Prime, 2 days. I am here.
Open the package because I'm what you're looking for, because you're definitely what I've been looking for.
Absolutely. And then they think, let's write off. And I'm like, but where is the effort? Where is the work? Which means self-work sometimes, but also for those people that just think somebody coming to their door for real and don't go out and try to meet people. But
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out, how do we get there? Is that a lack of wanting to deal with yourself? Is it really that you believe, you truly really believe you have no work to do? Are you not reflecting on even past relationships and how you showed up in them, instead of just pointing the finger at what they did, to be able to understand what may need to shift for you to get what you want?
I'm going to say that sometimes we get stuck in passive working.
Passive working, the word of the day. Passive working.
Passive working.
And
so I picked that word because passively, I can acknowledge these things that I need to work on to show up and be the partner that I want to have in my life. But it's passive because I'm just acknowledging it and it stops there. Like, I know what it is. Like, I need to communicate directly. I need to verbally express what I want and need from this person. I need to show up in a way that this person knows that I support them. Cool. But those things may not be natural for me. So I need to do some work in that area, because that's the kind of partner I want as well. But I stop at the knowing. So I'm passively working.
Gotcha.
I just haven't crossed the threshold that says I'm actively doing it.
Okay, I'll take that. So some of us are out here passively working. We take turns passively working.
Yes.
Okay, I will accept that.
You attack the people, I giving the people a way out.
Yep. And then I'm gonna say, okay, so fair. I'm passively working. I want this thing. So if I'm passively working because I know what I want, but how do I know that I have it when I don't know what it looks like because I haven't done it? So it's just this fantasy idea of what it looks like that I've created in my head that doesn't come from experience.
Yeah.
So how do you know, not saying you, but how would a person, what you looking for? Like, what are you looking for it to look like if you've not experienced it? If you have no expertise in it. See the word I use? It's great.
Expertise. No expertise, but you've had the eyes. So right, I think that's when social media comes into play. That's when, roll your eyes, girl. But yeah, I think that's when social media comes into play. I think that's like some parts reality TV, where you get these another eye roll. All right. Where you get these ideas of like, okay, this person had this on this show and that looked good and it seemed like it felt good. So okay, I want that too.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. So you just you think it. So then what happens if you get and you don't want it either?
Then you got experience. To say, okay, I experienced this thing that I saw on social media. It was real life for me. I don't like it. I'm taking it off of my list of things that I want.
Okay, fine. So have you passively worked in this area ever? Like, if you can think of a moment, like, is there a moment that comes to your mind where you're like, yeah, I was not the person that I wanted, but I knew that's what I wanted?
Oh, hell yeah. Definitely. Oh, yes. In terms of communication, absolutely.
Okay.
Why you just can't give it to me straight? Like, just be upfront and honest about what you think and what you feel. And me, no.
We can't hear you.
No.
Speak up. Ain't that what that reel be like? Speak up. It's some reel that does.
Oh, you know what? I think I reposted that recently. It was cute. But yeah, like, I could say that I want that. I have said that I wanted that from a partner, and I struggled to also be an example of that. Absolutely. I want you to read my mind. You should know I'm upset.
You're making all the women look very bad because
no.
When the men say y'all expect us to read your mind, and you just like, I do.
I did. Past tense. I did expect somebody to read my mind, to know what I felt, to know how this thing affected me. But yet I wanted a partner to openly disclose those things to me without me having to play the guessing game. Insane,
Mm.
right? Insane. Yes. So now I know better. So for me to expect that from a partner or even somebody like I'm trying to get to know, like I also have to be able to, what's the word? Display that. So then they know like, okay, she does this thing. So clearly she must want that from me too.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. I'm gonna
Thank
not
you.
say what I was gonna say.
No,
See,
I still want you to say it if it wasn't
it
fair.
wasn't. No, I was just wondering, like when because I can understand that it's like, I want. It's that saying like treat people how you want to be treated, right? But I always go back and forth with that saying because I get it and it makes sense, but I think
Mhm.
it sets us up for failure because
Sure.
sometimes I treat people how I want to be treated, but they don't want to be treated like that. And so I just treat people based off who I am, not necessarily how I want to be treated, because they
Mm-hmm.
still may not do that. That may not be
Mhm.
their thing, but I'm just being who I am. And either we're going to fit or we're not. Like, not from not growing part, but just
Yeah.
like if you're a gift giver, that's not everybody's thing. So just because you're giving them gifts do not mean they automatically think, let me give their gift. They might just be like, oh, okay,
Right.
she like to buy gifts. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't want to put myself under that type of stress of assuming that if I do something, you're gonna do it
Yeah.
back. But I get the notion, like I'm
But I
showing you
love
an example.
Mhm.
But okay, so communication. That's fair. I feel like that's the issue with most relationships. It's probably communication anyway, right?
9 times out of 10. Yeah.
Yes. Because we're
Absolutely.
scared.
Yep.
We're
Mhm.
scared to communicate.
Mhm.
And why are we scared to communicate? I mean, I have made up reasons in my head, but why are we scared? Why do you think you were? Because you're growing out of it. I'm assuming you said I did.
Yeah. Yeah.
What were the barriers to wanting to freely communicate from your end?
And be the partner that I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
The barriers. I really like this person. If I say this thing, that might shift the relationship or the getting to know you ship, whatever, in a
Mm-hmm.
direction that's uncomfortable. And I don't want that.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. I think that would be the top one. Or not being understood. As if there's no opportunity to correct or explain further.
That makes sense too.
Yeah.
What made you change that? What made you shift that narrative you told yourself?
Girl, I got tired of making up stories in my head.
It's tiring, ain't it?
Yes. Like, oh my God, let me guess why he might respond this way or why he might do this thing when I could just ask. Or why won't he do this thing that he knows I would love? Or I can just tell him this is what I would like. You right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why suffer twice?
That's what I'm always asking the people.
Or even not at all.
Exactly. I only want to suffer one time when the event has occurred.
Exactly.
That's the
Yeah.
only time. Okay, I can piggyback on that though. I think that I feel like I don't know if I've done it. I have done it, but I feel like this is the reason I've done it in the past. And I feel like this is the real reason a lot of people also do not communicate. I do believe that some of it is fear, but I think it is uncomfortableness from a different angle. I think there's uncomfortableness in woo, like I gotta say this out loud, like it's your own. But then
Yep.
there's uncomfortableness because the reality is, as much as we say we want people to be open with us and all those things, most people can't handle other people's emotions. And so really you ain't communicating. It's not because just how they might feel. You don't want to deal with how they might feel. It's your own uncomfortableness. And I feel like I've learned to let people have their feelings
Yeah.
because I have mine and I want to have mine. So if you feel upset by what I said, that's fine. If you angry, you have the right. You have the right. They're your feelings. But a lot of times people don't want to deal with the consequence of other people's feelings, like feeling guilty because you feel like you made that. But really, it's just your own uncomfortableness that you don't want to deal with,
Yeah.
right? And so it's easier to not say anything.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And then he'll still complain to your friends.
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
And then your friends is riling up, but they don't realize, certain friends, they're not gonna realize what you didn't say, and they not gonna ask you what you didn't say. They just gonna get riled up with you. That's men and women, riled up with you, and then that's validating you, like, yeah, and I don't.
But okay, so I'm gonna say that I appreciate a good like meet me in the madness moment.
Yeah.
Like meet me in the rah girl, I'm upset. This is what he said, all that. But then after that, okay, now let's
Then
really
you gotta check it.
right now let's tell me what I did wrong or what
And
I
most
should have
people
done
don't.
differently. Yeah,
Most people don't. Most people want to stay in the rah-rah. The rah-rah is fun.
it is.
It's a great time.
It's
It's a
real.
wonderful time, right? You be like, yeah. But then the dust settles
Mm-hmm.
and we back in reality.
Exactly. And you got to talk to this person again.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yes.